the point needs to be made that as a church, it is incumbent upon us to use our voice when there are laws that are passed that inhibit our ability to share the love of Christ with others. It is something that needs to continue. The work isn't over. Some would say, well, these legislators aren't listening. They don't care. Senator Beeson says he doesn't care what anybody says. The law isn't changing. The problem is Senator Beeson doesn't speak for everybody. Go in the Senate, you'll hear senators say, you know what, we made a mistake. You know what, we didn't debate this thing long enough. In fact, on this particular bill, they shut off debate after 58 seconds of debate. 58 seconds, debate was shut off. You have senators who say, I didn't get to read the bill, so I didn't know what was in it, and how could I vote against immigration reform, right? I mean, foolishness. So there are still people who don't know what is in the bill, believe it or not. In the House, we had a similar situation. The copy of the bill distributed to 105 members. We had an hour to read the 78 pages, digest what we read, and debate the 78 pages and vote yes or no. That was our option. About 38 minutes into the debate, I brought to the sponsor's attention that the copy of the bill distributed amongst the members was actually not the copy of the bill the committee had passed. And his response was, well, they're close enough. So the point remains that education is the key to getting this thing fixed. And if we don't communicate, we can't educate. And so the more direct contact our lawmakers have with their constituents and citizens of this state who have seen firsthand the effects of this law, the more educated our lawmakers will be and the better position they'll be in to make the necessary changes to the law. Go to www.legislature.state.al.us and you can type in your zip code and it will pull up the list of your legislators, and that list will include their phone number, it will include their email address, it will include their mailing address. So don't just shoot an email and say, hey, Representative Hubbard, I think you're a fool because you didn't do this, that, or the other. Shoot me an email, send me a phone call, send me a letter. You know, send. It's all about communication, and don't just stop with the traditional means. There, you know, most of your legislators, they have Facebook. Get on the Facebook page. There is nothing worse as a legislator than having to see people posting bad things on my Facebook page. You know, but the point, because everybody sees it. And at the end of the day, I go back to it's about educating, and we can't educate if we don't communicate. And the burden is on you, the citizen, to educate me, the lawmaker. And I do the best I can with the information I have. If you don't talk to me, that's information I don't have. So it's incumbent upon you to talk to your lawmaker. Senator Dial said it best, I think, in an interview on This American Life. He said, well, you know, I don't agree with everything that was in the law. I voted for it because how do you vote against immigration reform? And you hear a lot about unintended consequences. My Republican colleagues like to talk about unintended consequences. That is code for we didn't mean to hurt the people that give us money and that support us. That's what that's code for. Because all of these consequences, they knew were coming because we told them they were coming. We knew what was in the bill and we told them. So you will see, as the political winds shift, you'll see some lawmakers change their position on this law. But for that to happen, the winds have to shift. And the winds don't shift if the lawmaker is living in a bubble and doesn't hear anything about how this law is impacting his constituents. The more these lawmakers hear about it, the more they will have the opportunity to reconsider their positions. And I think reconsider it they must, and reconsider it they will.